Right, let's go. Right, hello and welcome. It's been a while, I know. I took a little bit of a break from YouTube, well, from going outdoors a little bit as well. The weather over the winter has been so wet and so miserable. Just haven't really had the motivation for going outdoors and sitting in the rain. But the weather is turning a corner. Well, it's not raining, so that's good. The plan today is I brought with me a couple of ex-NATO, ex-police radios, the Motorola MT1000, which is kindly donated. I'll give a bit more detail about this, and then I've also brought with me the Motorola Saber, which is an ex-New York Police radio for UHF. So I was going to find a bit of a high spot with the dog. We'll have a sit down, we'll have a chat, bring you up to date on what's been happening, and we'll just turn the radios on and see if we can make a contact. We may not make a contact, who knows. Should we go this way? Go on then, let's go. It's been about 3 months since I made a video. I think the last time I actually went out to play a bit of radio and take a camera with me was just, I think it's actually maybe just before Christmas, so it might be longer than 3 months. But I went to the barn, to the radio equipment, and just had a complete failure. I had a couple of trips out where I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't enjoying the radio, I wasn't enjoying doing the videoing, I wasn't enjoying being outdoors. I just lost that enjoyment from it, and it just felt that I was going out and doing YouTube videos and playing radio just for the sake of actually trying to keep up the content. And I knew at that time that I just needed a break. I didn't know how long for, I didn't know whether it was going to be a week or 2 weeks. Ended up being a bit longer than that. But in the meantime, I've been getting back into an old hobby, which a number of years ago I used to play lots of live gigs in sort of a band, lots of live electronic music, bits of guitar and whatnot, and I used to enjoy it. But then I had a break for 10 years from being in. I had a break for about 10 years from playing in bands while the girls were growing up. Well, the girls are all grown up now. One's left to uni, one's going to college. So I've got a bit more time on my hands for the music side of things. So over the past few months I've been getting back into the music. And I've played a few gigs so far. I've got a few more gigs lined up. I'll put the details in below if you're interested in sort of a mix of Pink Floyd and sort of early 70s electronic type music. I'll put a link in. You can follow your nose on that one. So because of that, the radio hobby is really taking a back seat, and I've not really had any motivation for even turning the radio on. I think I've made a couple of contacts in the past few months, but really not much at all. In the past over the past couple of months I've had a sort through of my radio equipment. What was happening over the past couple of years or so, I was just buying lots of radio gear and lots of radios of the same type, and another portable HF radio, another 270 mobile radio, and I just wasn't using them. Come on, let's wait. So I've had a sort out and sold a few bits and bobs, trimmed down a little bit, maybe make some room for more radio in the future. You never know, these things come in cycles, don't they, I guess. But I have kept, what I haven't sold is the majority of my military and ex-police and ex-NATO radios, because I quite enjoy my little collection and adding to that collection. Come on, just go through it. I've been selling mostly some of the newer radios with all the bells and whistles that I don't use, and it sort of frustrates me that I've paid a lot of money for this stuff and I don't get any use out of it. So some of the newer stuff has gone, but some of the older stuff has stayed. I'm going to try find a bench to sit on. Oh, actually, I know there's a bench that we've been before a few times. Let's see if we can find our favourite bench. Look at them colours, lovely. Right, so this is the system Saber, Motorola Saber. This is on UHF. This has been programmed for simplex and some local repeaters. And this is the Motorola MT1000, which was gifted to me from Martin, Alpha Charlie Zero Papa Tango. And Martin's got a bunch of these 10 meters, a 10 meter radio. This has been programmed for simplex and a number of repeater channels. Now Martin's got a bunch of these that he wants to give away to people that would really benefit from having a radio like this, who can't really afford much. And I did a similar thing a while ago. Come here. I did a similar thing a while ago with some radios that I did reviews on for the channel that were given to me, and I gave those radios to M5GWH. Now we've got some of these Motorola MT1000s as well, which Martin says if there are people on the channel again that could find a good home for them, just get in touch with me and I'll try and work out where the best place is to get them sent out to. And it might be that I send them to somewhere like Lee again. This is the Motorola Saber, so this was a UHF radio that has been reprogrammed. Thank you, Martin, for reprogramming both of these. Now I really don't know if we're going to be able to get a contact on these, but we'll give it a go. Right, so Martin very kindly printed out what the channels were on these radios. So if let's try this Motorola one and then see. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango, checking access. Okay, got access. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango, listening for anybody. been such a long time since I've used a radio. I don't know what to say. So I've got 3 repeaters on here. That's one of them. Nothing happening on that. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango checking access. Nice. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango monitoring. I think I've broken my glasses. Look at that. It's falling off my head now. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango monitoring. Third channel, third repeater. Really strong signal. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango monitoring. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango monitoring. The sound might change a bit. I've had to take this microphone off. I think playing back some of the video, there was a lot of noise from it, so that's taken off. So this is the MT1000. The battery on this may not last very long because I've had it for ages. Sorry Martin, I was meant to do a video quite a while ago with this, but it took me a long time for me to get it programmed and to collect it once it had been programmed. So, but it's here now anyway. This has got a few repeater channels on it, but I really don't know. Oh, glasses are going to start falling off. I really don't know if we're going to be able to make any contact. If I can't make contact on a UHF radio locally, I really don't know if this is going to do the job. Right, this is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango checking access. I think the news repeaters are so far away that I'd need to get to really high ground to get into them. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango checking access. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 repeaters on here. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango checking access. Nothing. Next one. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango checking access. So the FM calling channel is 29.6. So 29.6 on this 29.6 is channel 51 on here. 51, right. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango. Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango calling CQ. Standing by.
Motorola. Lamani. Poti.
What was that? I can hear a dog coming. A yappy dog. Bet he doesn't like yappy dogs. Are you right there, darling? Happy? This is Mike 0 Sierra Zulu Tango monitoring. Beep beep. Nothing. I mean, I can't really complain about nobody using the radio when I've spent so long not using the radio. And I've never really been a big fan of having to ring up somebody to arrange a radio contact. I shouldn't be so snobbish, really, because I guess it takes, you know, arranging activity to get people out on the bands, and then that sort of attracts other people when they start hearing people chatting and doing interesting things on the radio. I do know that there's some more 145 Alive stuff happening. I mean, I've been out of action for a while, but I still have conversations with one or two people about things that are happening. So 145 Alive is still going strong, and the bunkers on the air seems to be marching on. I'm hoping to get involved in some of the bunkers on the air, not as a competitor as much as an interested bystander. Oh, you can't. Oh, hang on. Right. Oh dear. Are you right now? Hey. And I do believe... Oh, you're getting mud all over me. You're getting mud all over me. I'm doing a video. So, I do know there's an equivalent... I think I know that there's an equivalent of 145 Alive, but for 10 metres. I'm sure it was either in the email or a comment on the previous video, or somebody spoke to me on the phone. I can't quite remember, and I'll firm that idea up a bit more, but I'm sure that there's people that are interested in making 10 metres more active, because there isn't much happening at the moment. Let's just go down this band, see if we can just pick anything up. Use these I do like these radios though, really sturdy. This is a ex-NATO type radio, so they are built to be robust. I just love the form factor. I just really like how it's simple to use. Just keep an eye on the dog. Simple to use, but there's quality in the build. And this is a ex-New York City Police Department radio. The battery that came with it had NYCPD engraved on it. I mean, people wouldn't engrave that on it just to try and make an extra £5 out of it, I'm sure. It's even got like a number written by a New York copper. You can tell that by the type of font that is written in. But again, very, very simple radio. Another really good form factor, and I think this is the type of radio that, you know, it has dual purpose as well. You can talk to people, and you can also keep people quiet if you need to. I'm not sure if that's... Somebody's got a PTT down on a frequency. Anyway, just another quick update. What am I going to do with this channel? Am I back? Am I back in the game? I don't know. I'm enjoying this. This is a nice little trip out. Back to the old self of being out with radios, not making any contact. So, you know, from that aspect, I'm back. I quite enjoy the camping trips and the cooking. But I do like a lot of bay radio, cooking, outdoor cooking. I might introduce a little bit of the music side of things. Now, I know that when I introduced the cooking aspect on the channel, not everybody appreciated it. I still get comments now going, I thought I was tuning into a radio channel, a radio YouTube channel, and it's ended up being a cooking channel. It's my channel, I guess, but I get far more people that actually enjoy the mix of camping, outdoorsiness, flasks of tea, cooking, you know, the whole mix. So I might just introduce a little bit more of the music thing when I'm out camping, just a bit of ambience type stuff. Not too much of it. I'll try and do a mix. I'll try and keep it interesting for the broad spectrum of people that enjoy the channel as a whole. If you want to follow the music side of things, there's a separate YouTube channel called Disastrous Robots. That's our funky name. Disastrous Robots. We've got a YouTube channel, we've got a Facebook page, and you can find me on Instagram under M0SZT, I think it's _Carl, or just search for M0 Sierra Zulu Tango on Instagram, and I'm on Insta as well, playing bits and bobs of the music side of things. Now, I did try to keep up the radio every week, doing an episode every week. I don't think that's going to happen for a while. Not with work and the other hobby and just family. But I'll try and get out, a couple of videos, 3 videos a month if I can. Who knows? We'll see.